Hello, I'm Sheila with The Grateful Goddess, and I'm super excited to have Haile Thomas with me today. It is the third time I've interviewed Haile. The first time at 10 years old when she had started her own online cooking show to encourage kids to eat healthier by getting them involved in the cooking process itself. Then at 12 years old, she had created her own foundation, a nonprofit called HAPPY, Healthy, Active, Positive, Purposeful Youth. In that case, she even expanded upon that mission, helping kids create gardens and growing food and helping them eat at low cost. That was fabulous. And now at 15, she is soon to be the youngest graduate of Institute of Integrative Nutrition. She has such a long accomplishment list. She has been a guest of the President and Michelle Obama's several times. She has done some celebrity chefing with their chefs. She has shared the stage with Deepak Chopra, done TED Talks. The Hyatt Hotels had her as the restaurant advisor. Canyon Ranch Institute, she's an advisor there. Clinton Foundation's Alliance for a Healthier Generation. She has been on a number of different shows. She's done Cupcake Wars and Rachel and Guy's Cook-Off. She has been on Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray. She's done several different magazines, including O Magazine and Teen Vogue. The list goes on and on. It's so impressive. So out of all of that and so much more, what would you say you are most proud of?
I think I would say that I'm most proud of starting the nonprofit Happy because it brings a lot of change to kids in my community and across the country as well, and I think that's the most important thing for me. That's why I started doing what I'm doing now, and to see it grow and change over the years has been really fulfilling, and to reach over 6,000 kids as well is just an amazing feeling.
Right. And so now you are in the process of moving to New York. You're leaving us here in Tucson, and so will Happy be nationwide, or what do you see for the future of Happy?
Absolutely. Moving to New York is definitely going to be a huge change, but I'm really excited because it allows Happy to grow and expand and reach more kids. And right now we're working on a curriculum called a Happy Kit that would be sent out to other schools across the country in different areas. And so it will provide schools with cooking supplies, nutrition education, and then the opportunity to cook with the kids in the classroom and have nutrition games and things like that. So that's what we're working on right now, to kind of get it all over the place so there can be happy children everywhere.
Love that.
But yes, definitely planning on expanding and just continuing to grow in New York.
Yes, so you have touched so many lives to date, but you see a vision of even greater numbers. You are definitely a visionary and a master manifester, and so what are some of the tips for that?
I think one of the biggest things that has stuck with me throughout the years is just believing that anything is possible with putting in hard work and having pure intentions behind everything that I'm doing. I never really did it to be on Food Network or did it to be in Teen Vogue, but because I wanted to help people and to be able to teach them something that can last and really be a huge tool in their lives forever. And so I think that's another thing, and then also to just believe that amazing things are happening all the time. I have it as my phone screensaver, and it says amazing things are happening. So whenever I look at my phone, which is a lot, I get reminded of the fact that amazing things are happening, and that if I put in the work and I do keep on doing what I'm doing and do that to the best of my ability, amazing things will happen and are happening.
Graduate of the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, what does that allow you to do?
Well, it gives me a credibility that I've never had before, and while I was educated by the internet and watching documentaries and things like that, nothing really compares to being certified or having a degree in something. And so being certified at such a young age, I'm really excited to take these skills that I learned at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and apply that to health coaching kids. And so that's something that I rarely find, especially peer-to-peer. And so I'm really excited to get to talk to those picky eaters and kind of go one-on-one, doing grocery shopping, showing the kids how to prepare meals themselves, but on a more personal level rather than group cooking classes, which is what I'm used to, and just kind of having it personalized. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun and a different experience, but I'm really excited about that, and hopefully I can get it started pretty soon, but I think that's
So you will be doing one-on-one coaching for kids.
Yes, I'm really hoping to. I hope I can fit it in with everything else that I'm doing time-wise, but I'd love to do that very soon.
So what will your day look like once you move to New York?
Very busy, I'm sure, even more busy than it is now. In New York, there's just so many people to meet and to talk to and to partner with, and that's what I'm really looking to do there, is just to expand my reach and get my message out even more through different schools, and hopefully when we get there we can get into 6 schools, which is a plan, and so we're working to do that and just keep on spreading the message. So an average day would probably look very busy, working on the curriculum for our happy kids and just pulling those things together, filming cooking videos, and that type of thing.
Do you see yourself having your own cooking show?
Absolutely.
Television?
I would love that. I think, again, it's just another platform to spread the message and to reach more people and to hopefully inspire them to eat more plant-based meals and just to embrace fruits and vegetables.
So with the Happy organization, will you be training kids to start the program in their areas?
Yes, we really do hope to have a Happy advisory board one day to kind of have a group of core kids who have gone through our program and know it, and then to kind of be leaders in their schools, whether that's through clubs or just kind of leading maybe the curriculum alongside teachers or that type of thing. So we're definitely looking at those options.
Wonderful. For other people who are big dreamers, what message do you have for them?
Well, I think for other people who dream big like me, I would say that if you believe in what you're doing or promoting your message, and that you're passionate about something, to find a way to bring that out into your community to help others, and just do it. There's no age limit to being happy and doing what you love to do, and to help people along the way. And I think that's what a lot of my peers kind of experience, is that I'm supposed to go down this path, go to high school, and then go to college, and then get a 9-to-5 job. And so I think a lot of people don't necessarily see themselves outside of that box, and I want kids my age and younger to realize that they can totally switch things up, and they don't have to just stay in the way society really wants us to be. If you want to be an artist, go ahead and do it. You don't have to wait until you have a high school diploma to do something that you're actually passionate about.
Right. So instead, you decided to homeschool and skip high school, and that's the way you've been able to accomplish so much.
Yes, it gives me the time and just space to actually figure things out, plan things out, know what my next move is. And again, with school, I think it just kind of puts a time restraint on how much time you have to actually discover what you love to do. It's homework right after school for hours, and so there's not really a lot of time to figure out, oh, I love this or I love that. It's just very centered on one thing, and so being homeschooled kind of gives me the flexibility of just learning life and learning how to start a nonprofit and to work out fundraising and things like that, and that's something that school could never teach me.
Right, so share with us some of your creative process.
Well, I don't have like a specific way of doing things necessarily. Just when I have an idea, I talk to my mom about it first, and we kind of see if it's manageable or not. A lot are not manageable at the time, but a lot are also something that we can put into consideration and think about for the next few years. But I always go to my mom for support, and since she's the co-founder of our organization, it's definitely working together throughout that creative process, because I might have an idea, but it may be a little too large for, our nonprofit budgeting and things, so she kind of balances me out a little bit, because I can come up with 50 ideas in a second. So as for my creative process, I think it's just helpful to have someone who's like, okay, but here's reality, let's definitely have that as a goal, but to stay on track for sure.
Right. So it's the think big and have it on the list for at some point we can get to that.
Yes.
Let's start with the things that we can get started with today.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important message in terms of there being really big goals. Start with the first step.
Absolutely. And again, I mean, we jump into whatever ideas we want to pursue, and we don't wait to, have a bunch of meetings to talk about it and discuss it. If we want to do it, we just start doing it. And so again, that's another thing that I would definitely recommend is why even wait? Just start doing it. If you want to get something done, then just make it happen. Do whatever you can to, and get support from your friends, your family, and that's been a huge thing for me, from your community. All those people can lift you up if you just ask for help and you tell them what you're trying to do, and that has gotten me pretty far.
So courage.
Yes.
The courage to ask, because the answer is always no if you never ask.
That's very true. Yeah.
With having accomplished so much by the age of 15, what do you see for the next 5 years?
Gosh, well, for the next 5 years, of course, I really want to continue doing what I am doing, and with the health coaching, I hope for that to be, a consistent thing in my life, and hopefully by then, Happy will have their own facility, and where there's, cooking stations and things in a little building, and we're able to kind of just operate on our own in that way. But I also definitely see a cooking show, hopefully, before 5 years, and to be doing that as well. But I think I'm just looking forward to growing and learning more and to reach more kids, and that's, always been my goal from the beginning, just to keep on expanding on, what's going on. Hopefully to meet Oprah would be great as well. That would be awesome.
So what was it like meeting the president and Michelle?
Oh, it was amazing. An unreal experience, and usually when I see the pictures and I look at them, it just seems like it didn't really happen. It's very surreal to think that I, got the opportunity to not only meet them, but to be around them so many different times, and I think that's just more motivation if you can see something that you dreamed of doing since forever. It's really, really cool to see it, and it's motivating for me, because if I can meet Obama and the First Lady, then I can absolutely meet Oprah.
Absolutely.
I haven't reached out directly or anything like that. I'm just doing what I'm doing, and hopefully the opportunity will present itself.
And is that how you've done most of your things? You've just stayed focused on the mission that you want to accomplish, and then somehow people find you.
Yes.
Okay, so it isn't necessarily reaching out to some of these things. Like, how did you end up on stage with Deepak giving a talk with him?
So most of my opportunities, all of them really come from just people hearing about what I'm doing, or wanting to learn more and things like that. I never really go out looking for opportunities. I just do what I'm doing, and then they really come. And so for the event with Deepak, when I was on a panel with him, at the time I was on the Alliance for a Healthier Generations Youth Advisory Board, and they had a speaking opportunity for me at the Clinton Foundation's Health Matters Conference, and so they wanted me to do a panel and give a speech, and so we found out Deepak Chopra was going to be on the panel with me, and of course my mom was flipping out. She's the biggest fan of Deepak Chopra ever, so it was amazing. And while I wasn't fanning out like my mom, it was just incredible to be up there with a guru, and I'm just 12 years old. It was really spectacular. And then from there, after meeting Deepak, I got to speak at his Sages and Scientists Symposium, which again was just incredible, because you're there with brain surgeons and people talking about past lives and different things, and I'm able to be there talking about my message, so it was an honor. And again, it's kind of like a domino effect with everything I do.
Yeah. So you are very courageous. Are there times in which you fear or feel fear?
No, not really. I think my thing is just to go for it, and I know that if anything, I have my family to, fall back on, I guess. But I think there's nothing really that I would be intimidated to do or strive for. No audience is too large for me to talk to, and I think that's a gift that I'm very thankful for, because I don't think I would be able to do much if I were scared of talking to people, or my parents didn't tell me I could do anything. I think if they didn't do those things and kind of lift me up as I was little, it would be very hard for me. And so I'm pretty like, hey, anything is great and anything is possible, and I'll do this and I'll speak to this many people, and I just I don't really see any risk in going out and saying my message.
That is so beautiful, and I'm so grateful that you shared some time with us to speak with me, because I know how busy your schedule is, and so I really appreciate it, dear.